fun. With us, the head coach of the Cavaliers, Jamie Cluesman. UVA is now winners of back-to-back games. Most recently went on the road and knocked off Mars Hill 67-56. Coach, we'll start there. Big fourth quarter, and really from your 6-year senior, Kaylee Johnson. She scored 10 of her 26 there down the stretch.
Yeah, it was a big win for us. I feel like going into Mars Hill, it's just a tough place to play for whatever reason. And I feel like Mars Hill always shoots extremely well against us. But KJ, stepped up big, and I'm sure most people know what she's been through. So for her to overcome that and really just dial in and relieve some stress, it was very refreshing to see that. But KJ is a playmaker. She's going to do whatever it takes to help put her team in position to win, and that's what she did down the stretch.
Down low, you got a double-double out of Meg Crawford, and she also had 6 blocks. And then your freshman, Caitlin Berger, career high 13 points, and she's really transformed herself at the free throw line.
Yeah, starting with Meg, she down the stretch altered a lot of shots, came up big on the boards, was very aggressive with rebounding too. So she made some great outlet passes, which led to some transition buckets for us, or at least put us in position to stretch their defense out. And then Caitlin Berger, comes in and does her thing. Like, she doesn't try to do things she's not capable of doing. She stays within her role and really lifted us with some big buckets to help us go on a run to close out the game. But defensively, which probably not going to show up that much in a box score, she came in with a tall task of guarding Deja Marshall when Nia got into foul trouble. So a freshman going up against fifth-year senior who is, a dominant scorer. I thought she did very well trying to limit her buckets down the stretch.
And then one more player I think we need to talk about. Caitlin Ross seems to maybe be getting it going here a little bit. Back-to-back games of 8 rebounds, 7 assists. She scored 20 points in the last 2 games. And the thing that sticks out to me, 14 assists and only 4 turnovers, almost 3-to-1 assist to turnover last 2 games.
Yeah, it seems as if some pressure has been lifted off her shoulders. She's playing a little bit more relaxed and confident. The scoring will continue to come, but like you said, 14 assists and 4 turnovers in 2 games. That's getting back to the old Caitlin Ross that everyone's familiar with. But, she does little things too that doesn't always show up in a box score. I feel like her and Peyton Sams in the last, 4 or 5 games have really done a great job of controlling tempo. And, that's a bonus as a coach to have 2 point guards out there, leading the team. So I feel like they've been on the same page, which in return has helped everyone on the court be on the same page. So testament to them and, their basketball IQ.
All right, after these wins, now you're up tied for 6th place in the league standings. You had a very good Anderson team coming in here Saturday. We'll start there. Shamika McNeil, she didn't play the first time we played, leads the league in scoring right at 23 points a night.
Yeah, she's tough. Probably up for, player of the year with the numbers she's putting up. Scores in all 3 areas. She's probably the fastest player in the conference. Can get to the rim, has a great pull-up jumper, has deep range when it comes to the 3, nearly impossible to guard. So, we know she's going to get her points. We just we have to try to limit the others from going off and having a big night as well. So, she's going to draw a lot of our attention, but we still have to dial in on the other players because they've got kids who can score in every position. So, tough matchup for sure with their length and athleticism, but hopefully, with the momentum we have, we can give them a run for their money.
Defensively, Anderson holding opponents to a league low 36% shooting, and they really, clean the glass. They have the most rebounds in the country. They have almost 1,000 rebounds this season. So talk about that and maybe trying to possibly get out in transition and get some easy looks and trying to find good looks against the defense that is talented.
Yeah, I mean, you've touched on it. They're monsters on the boards, and like I said a second ago, their length really alters a lot of shots. They've got size across the board in every position with McNeil, and then their newcomer Stafford, smallest players on the floor, but they're super aggressive. So, we just have to, like you said, try to get out and transition, get some easy buckets. But, we also have to be ready to knock down those mid-range jumpers because if we drive in there every single time, they're either going to block it or force us to take a bad shot. So hopefully we're able to hit some outside shots, which hurt us down the stretch at 3rd place early in the season back in November. We just couldn't convert on those shots, but feel like offensively, we're shooting the ball better, we're sharing the ball better. So hopefully that will translate.
We've touched on it some, but we'll hone in here. Keys to victory against the Trojans.
Rebounding, definitely across the board, offensively, defensively. We've got to defend the paint too. They've got bigs who can really like convert shooting high percentages. So we've got to make sure we've got good help side defense, but also can't overhelp because of McNeil. She'll make us pay for that. And then the last thing is just try to prevent them from getting extra offensive opportunities. So we've got to limit our turnovers.
We throw it up at 2:00 Saturday from the Pryor Center. If you can't make it out, you can watch it live on uvayscavs.com. Coach, thanks for the time, and let's make it 3 in a row.
Thank you.